Hey, it's Ben Solomon, and welcome to this episode of the Techno Leadership Show. In this episode, I want to thank you for following along, being part of this journey as I started from season 1 on to now season 6, where I've gone pretty much back to back, running through it all, because I wanted to bring all of the content, knowledge, wisdom that I had for people who are technical and engineering professionals wanting to get into management, and how that's a shift as a change in career from being the person who does the technical aspects to someone who manages a group of people who are doing the technical aspects, setting a level of a vision and mission, and supporting your team members to be able to do their best work while you're able to accomplish what you're there for as a manager, ensuring people are doing what they need to do to the best of their ability. You are able to support them with your coaching, your support, the trainings that you can give them either by yourself, by other people who are strong in a specific platform or system in your team, or from external sources who come in and run trainings for your teams. Regardless of that, ultimately, a holistic understanding of the business is a very important aspect of everything that we do as tech managers and tech leaders, directors, executive leaders, CIO, CTO, whatever role you go into. It all depends on you understanding the business and how the technology aspect and your team contributes to the overall business and the outcomes of the business. So I've shared a lot of things, the nitty gritty, the what to look for in terms of your CV, your resume, how to do better with interviews, some tips and strategies. All of this has been covered, as well as some of my philosophies around leading your team, guiding them, being there for them, and also protecting them from other forces outside of your department so that they can be shielded, protected to do their best work, and their attention is focused at their highest leverage area of contribution to the team and to the business. Ultimately, we're all paid for the value that we bring into any business that we work for, which means, one, we consistently need to be working on increasing the value that we are able to provide, which allows us to ascend in that organization or other organizations, but also helps us to be able to not just justify but actually go in and negotiate a better outcome for us, which means if you want to increase the salary that you get paid, if you want to increase other benefits that you get, all of that can be done if you have value that you can point back to and say, hey, this is the kind of value I'm bringing to your business, and I believe based on the value that I bring, my compensation needs to be in accordance with that. When you're just doing the basic necessary jobs just to your job description, you don't have that leverage. So those are things to think about from a holistic perspective of how are you adding value, and how are you also showing, like, a lot of the things that we who come from a technical background tend to do is, like, we do our job and we believe that others should recognize our job based on the quality of the work that we produce. The thing with especially the technology area is, if we do great work, most people won't see us, because by building a great system, by building a great infrastructure, by building great platforms, in most cases, you're eliminating the sources of issues and fires in the organization, which means you're reducing the necessity of people to even be thinking about the technology, because the thing is, most people just want to do their job, don't care about what technology is used in the underlying systems. As long as their job can be done without any interruption, they're happy. So the more happy they are. There's less support requests coming in, which then means we are able to redirect our focus on being even more proactive. So that's the cycle that we want to be getting into. And it's not always easy when you start. It might take a while for you to be able to build that resilient backend, resilient platform systems, and then provide the right kind of training so that staff can use it to its best capacity. And then beyond that, once they've been trained, have felt comfortable with the systems and everything that you're putting together, then it pays dividends. It's a bit of hard work there, but consistently it then allows you to focus on your highest area of leverage, which is again building more positive systems that support the experience of customers, the experience of executive leaders, the experience of other staff members in the organization, and overall experience of anyone who comes in contact with your business. Because in an era where technology is driving all aspects of a business, our role has become a lot more critical, and the need that we understand business holistically is also become very, very important. So that's basically, like, I've covered a lot of those aspects over the last 6 seasons, and now here in 2022 December, I would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year for 2023. And in 2023, I'm thinking of taking a few months break from doing this particular content production, and taking a break from doing the video podcasts. The idea is to promote some of the value that's already been produced, and to convert some of this into audio, so that people who are busy can listen to a lot of this during the commutes on audio, and also to build a stronger program that'll help technology professionals upgrade into management roles, and for managers to upgrade their management and leadership skills so that they can shine in the position that they're in, and help create a culture in your teams and in your organization where everyone's working together and contributing in a positive manner and enjoying the work that you do, and creating teams that people want to be a part of. That's the whole mission behind everything I started. Because when I started in my management roles about 7, 8 years ago, I didn't think about it from that conscious perspective of I'm going to have, I'm going to coach people or I'm going to do any of that. But over a period of time, I noticed that certain things that I brought from things that I was learning from personal development courses that I've taken, from business courses I've taken, and sales, marketing, all the aspects, the ultimate bits and pieces that I've gleaned from various areas in industries, was working in a manner that helped my team members have a great time working. Team members grow as people and as good technical people as well, in their technical skills as well as their people communication skills, and their ability to deal with stress and all the other things that come with being in technology teams. And ultimately, to the point where a few of them at the end of my time there said that it was the best time that they've had in their careers and a golden era of their lives. And some of them had been in that particular company for a lot longer than they started long before I got there, and they were there after I'd left, and they'd seen the progression, they'd seen other managers, and I realized that it's not me that made the difference, but some of the strategies that I was able to utilize, and the way I was able to treat people, and the kind of culture that I was able to create within the team of transparency, of trust, of being knowing that we would stand for each other, protect each other, and creating a sense of protection, shielding my team members from what can look like arrows from customers, from stakeholders, and taking on that protective role allowed them to be able to spread their wings, try things, take a few risks if they had to, and accomplish great work. And ultimately, because of all that, I wanted to, one, document what I had done as best as possible, and two, I wanted to share that and help others. There were certain distinctions that helped me go from struggling to get into tech management to easily getting tech management interviews and the job. And even after I got the job, I'd put in for interviews even though I loved the job, I just put in for interviews when I saw a really good role. And I was easily getting interviews and sometimes even getting offered the role if it was the right role for me. But I loved this particular job and the team and everything, so I stayed there for about 4 years. And then got into director level role and worked there as well. And again, went from a fragmented team where they were having lots of difficulties to showing them that I was there for them and protecting them from other external attacks, and did the best I could to support the team and to help us all grow together as a team to support the business that we were in. And then I've moved on from that to doing a lot of other different things, and at the moment work for a educational organization that helps business coaches and things like that. So based on a lot of the philosophies that I've learned from there, I thought I can condense all the wisdom that I've been able to glean through hard-earned wisdom, so to speak, and help others go out there and leverage your strengths and your skills to serve your teams, your businesses, and others better, and create a better world. Ultimately, we're here for a short period of time on Earth, and in that time, my whole desire is to leave this place better than when I found it, so to speak, or when I came here. And similarly, hopefully, share and leverage wisdom with many others who can do the same in their own little ways, in their own little roles in life and business, in everything that they come in contact with, so that collectively we can do the best, serve the people that we come in contact with, and leave this world a better place for future of humanity. I know that sounds lofty and everything, but that's the deep desire that I have inside, which comes across in the way I've tried as hard as possible to go about customer service, about designing solutions, doing everything. I've looked at it from that lens of making it easier for others, being of service, and leaving a business that I came into in a better state than when I leave, as well as any team that I go into to leave it in a better state than I came into it as. And hopefully I can pass some of that wisdom and philosophy across to you and others that I come in contact with and help you with that. So the time that I'm taking a bit of break, had a fourth child, so I want to spend a bit more time with my children, give them a bit more of me, have a bit more time to promote a lot of the content that's been created. There's a lot of useful content in the YouTube channel. I want to be able to promote that. There's work I want to do on the website side of things. I want to put together the program from like a beta into a more solid program that helps many more people over a period of time, and then also have an ongoing program that helps people who are already in management and executive leadership positions to increase their influence, improve the culture of their teams, and increase the impact and leverage that they're able to have in their business, in their roles, and in the world. So I'll look forward to seeing you in April 2023. I wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I appreciate every moment of your attention, your time, and for being around. If you have any questions, would like me to cover that in videos in the future when I start in April, or in other means, please let me know in the comment section of this video or comment section of other videos that I've done in the YouTube channel and in the podcast that's coming. Thank you and have a great day. Wish you all the best.